I understand that everybody is shocked that I don't have Spotify. I'm Gen X. My generation existed before there was internet. So, when you liked a song and you fell in love with it, it's because, first of all, you probably heard it on the radio. And so, in order to be able to hear that song endlessly over and over, you either had to go buy the cassette tape. Oftentimes, the whole album sucked, other than that one song. Right? We didn't always have money to go just buy a cassette. So, if you were lucky, you could get a blank cassette tape, right? And you had to have the special radio that you could record from the radio onto your cassette. Now, this took skills, because it depended on the radio station in your town, because you kind of wanted DJs that didn't really talk too much, because when they start playing the song, right away you got to press the record and the play button at the same time. Boom, now you're recording. That's how you recorded, on a tape. And then you would pray that they wouldn't cut it off at the end of the song with some loud commercial or, well, that was Paula Abdul singing Straight Up. And you'd stop it. You'd stop the recording. Then you'd have to go and rewind your recording back to exactly that spot so that you could start recording again the next song that you wanted on your tape. And that's how you would make a tape full of your favorite songs. So you'd literally sit there at the radio waiting. And on top of it all, there was no... there weren't videos that you could watch to get lyrics. So we were kind of roughing it a lot of the time. Like, there was songs that we didn't really know exactly what they were saying. Like, blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, like, who knew those words? I mean, what are those words? I actually have to look it up right now. See, now, if we wanted to learn a song, we had to literally sit there. And I did this because I learned songs. Like, my first rap song I ever sang was Buffalo Stance. And I literally wrote it out word for word on a piece of paper and practiced it over and over until I knew how to sing it. That's how you learned songs. And revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Okay, so and I just found that out now. Like, I don't really know what they say. We would kind of just go over that part. There you were. Finally, you might have a full tape. It would take forever to get a full tape of music of your favorite songs. And chances are that, you know, the last, like, few words of the song were cut off. All those long intros of talking or, like, exciting parts, that was never played on the radio, so you would never have that. You'd only get to hear that, I don't know, I guess when Much Music came out and we started to watch videos. But my parents didn't really let us play that kind of stuff at home, so I was kind of like, I only got to see what the artists looked like at somebody else's house, or I don't know, maybe if we were in the mall and there happened to be a TV playing music, you would see what the person looked like. And half the time, for me, it was shocking. Like, I'd been listening to this person for so long, and finally I actually get to see what they look like, and it's like, whoa, I did not expect that. Like Boy George, I had no idea. Being, like, I loved Boy George, and I was 10 years old, 11, 12, and I loved his come a chameleon. I didn't know it was Karma Chameleon. I thought it was come a chameleon. That's what it sounds like. Anyways, I'm singing away to that. I have no idea the guy's gay. I don't know that he's got fluorescent hair and all this stuff. Who cares? We didn't care. So the gossip, like, the image behind the artist, it didn't matter. They just had cool music. Like Madonna was, oh, I loved Madonna. Of course, I idolized her when I saw what she looked like, and she was controversial. So I wanted to be Madonna. She was the first poster I got of, like, an artist. And I remember that poster with her from, I don't even know which album it was, but she had black, like, jelly bracelets on. That became, like, a huge rage, like a big fad, I think because of Madonna. Jelly bracelets. You know, look that up, what jelly bracelets are. Anyways, so then they, tapes were an issue. Like tapes, when you played them, sometimes if you had a crappy radio, the ribbon would come out of the tape. That was the worst thing. You could never put it back. It didn't go back. So you could have this great tape you made, and then somebody's crappy radio was playing it, and next thing you know, your tape is fucked, right? So they started to come out with this idea of CDs. And it was going to be like the tiny record, a tiny little record, but it was unscratchable. They actually advertised CDs in the beginning as being unpenetrable. Unpenetrable. Is that the word? You would not be able to scratch it. It would never get wrecked. They were undestroyable. Like, that's how they were advertised. So everybody started to buy CDs when they came out. I mean, this was it. Like, if you could get the CD, why wouldn't you? Now, of course, we all know that, yes, you can scratch a CD, all right. They are definitely not indestructible. They are very much destructible. And so that was a big, like, oh boy. But even with CDs, I remember now the internet came out, right? The internet has come out, and you wanted to record your favorite songs, and you got CDs now. And then there was a program called Nabster, right? So you'd go out and you'd buy your empty pack of CDs, a case of them, and then you had to have a burner, which was a special part of in the computer. I don't know if this still exists. I don't even know. Probably not. Who knows, right? Because everybody just plugs their devices into radios now. Like, I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. I'm Gen X. I don't know how to do that thing in the car with a cord to the radio to make music in my phone play, because I don't have any music in my phone. I'm Gen X. I don't have music in my phone. But I did use Nabster to record my favorite songs onto CDs. That was actually talent too, because now, but it was easier talent. CDs like automatically could read, where you left off and where you're starting to record again. So you would download pirated tracks of your favorite songs, and then put them all into a playlist, and then press burn, and then they would burn onto the CD. Brilliant. I had all these great CDs. Of course, they all got scratched and ruined. So that was the end of that. Now, I have like a YouTube playlist, and I suppose I could open YouTube in my car, maybe, and put a cord into the radio, and then it'll play all my playlists. I don't know. I don't know how it works. And quite frankly, when iPods came out, I happened to be locked away in jail. Yes, I was, for 2 years. That's when iPods came out, and I was so embarrassed to tell anybody when I got out of jail that I didn't fucking know how to work an iPod. So to this day, I don't know how to work an iPod. I have no idea. I don't know how you put music on one. I don't even think people use them anymore. Anyways, it just keeps evolving, right? And now Spotify. Everyone's like, oh, you don't have Spotify? No, I don't have fucking Spotify. Honestly. And, and the radio stations are fun, but who listens to them still? Do you have to listen to them at work in the mall if you work at the mall? Because that's where they're playing all the radio stations. But I'll tell you what, Vancouver needs a better radio station. Toronto here has some great radio stations. You can hear reggaeton and hip-hop and actual Caribbean, Jamaican music and like Afro beats. Come on. I don't want to listen to Taylor Swift all day. No offense for all you Swifties. Maybe I shouldn't even say Taylor Swift. I don't want to listen to Miley Cyrus all day. I don't want to listen to the same top 40 songs over and over all day fucking long. No, I like Afro beats. I like hip hop. I like black music, as they call it, in Vancouver, because there's not that many black people. Come on, we need some more ethnicity out there. Anyways, so where do I get my music from? I get my music from tuning into Toronto's radio station. No. Also from what other people are listening to when I go out. I try to stay up on the times in terms of music. You might be surprised at the diversity of my music knowledge and, what I enjoy. There's a lot of music I like. But it keeps changing. So who knows what's going to come out next? A fucking microchip? I don't know. Surprise me. I mean, I've seen it all, right? And by the way, I did have records. I had a bunch of them with cool album covers, but my records were all stolen from me in a foster home I was in. Yep. Same kid that stole all my records raped me too. What a fucking goof, hey? And you guys talk about your mental health issues. Yeah, we've all been through shit. Gen X, we're tough. We're tough, buddy. Anyway, have a great day. And I hope you enjoy some music out there today, in whatever shape or form that you're downloading it, streaming it, tuning into the radio to listen to it, or maybe one of your CDs that you burnt survived. Tapes, though, no, I don't see them anymore. You used to be able to rent them even at the library. Tapes, you could sign them out. But no, haven't seen that in a fucking long time. Anyways, peace out. Bye.